From an Attack on Titan Easter egg to Epic Games teasing the future, these are 35 secrets in Fortnite Season 2. Mega City is such a fun POI to admire, from the billboards to the huge skyscrapers, but the greatest feature has to be this statue of a cyber dragon, except this is no ordinary statue. When the storm circle timer hits 0, every phase the dragon does this. If there's anyone who hates being watched, it's Eren Yeager, first revealed in this stunning artwork. But of course, there's an Easter egg hiding here. Fans of Attack on Titan will recognize this as an homage to the first season's poster. I thought it was just Eren's pose, but then you realize the cyber dragon is positioned a little too much like the colossal titan. As you fly through the city with your new katana, make sure to use the dash ability because it is hiding an insane trick. You can do 3 dashes in a row with 0 cooldown and use it to get to high places or drop on your enemies from above. You take no fall damage, making it a fitting replacement for the shockwave hammer. Another secret you have to know about is west of Steamy Springs. Most of the trees have been replaced by bamboo, but there's one patch that is more than just a decoration. As you approach it, you'll hear a faint chest sound, and breaking it open will reveal samurai armor, slurp barrels, and a ton of loot. There's 2 of these in the area, so make sure you're grabbing these early game. You could also head to Frenzy Fields, where you can instead find a weapon that should be vaulted. Sunflower's walking around the farm as a regular NPC, but I recommend starting a fight because eliminating her will reward you with the Thunder Shotgun. The only way to find this weapon in Season 2, and it could be a glitch, so try it while you can. And we're only a few days into the season, but Fortnite has already started to tease some collabs. The cinematic trailer shows Thunder doing this with his bike, and it seems like a normal drift, but anyone who's seen Akira will recognize it instantly. And it's not the only trick, because the rogue bike can also perform wheelies, and with the right timing, you could even stand up.
You're on X Games mode.
Let me tell you, you need to be practicing your skills over at the new racetrack. This is an unnamed POI that's north of Mega City, and it's a fully working circuit, complete with a timer that actually records your time so you can compete against your friends. This video isn't all good news because it turns out Fortnite clickbaited us in the most heartbreaking way. In the gameplay trailer, Mega City looks like this, showing tons of buildings and a wider layout, but in-game, everything is way more compact with some places missing entirely. Either this means the city will evolve over the next few months, or Epic made some last-minute changes. It's not like we wouldn't notice, but a detail people are missing is the secret update to trucks in Season 2. After leaving the futuristic biome, you'll find the modern semi-trucks, and while they look the same, put it in reverse and you'll hear this. Now that's not the only vehicle Epic is changing. At the top of this skyscraper in Mega City, there's a helipad, but no choppas to land on it. Fortnite could have easily unvaulted the helicopters, so Copium is telling me we should expect a futuristic choppa. We'll have to see. But make sure to explore the outskirts of the new biome because there's a few 1v1 arenas that have appeared this season. They are based on classic samurai dueling grounds, and there's 2 katanas at each end, so you could actually have a sword fight. If no one drops there, use the bounty board to lure them over, and you gotta admit, this is insanely cool. But have you ever wanted to know how tall your favorite Fortnite skins are? With the mugshot emote, it is finally possible, and it turns out these characters have accurate heights. Most of them are between 5'8" and 11, but there's some short kings out there looking at you, Mecha Morty. And then you have Peely, who is apparently 210 centimeters. If you didn't know, that is 6'10". I mean, thanks Fortnite, I'm horrified now. And he's not the only person with a hidden feature. By now you've realized the high card boss drops a vault key card, but it opens more than you think. You can take it to Brutal Bastion and Shattered Slabs to open the most wanted vaults from last season, giving you access to the heisted exotics. If you prefer the katana, there's one problem with this weapon that's annoying everyone. When dashing, you can get stuck in the air, and great job, now you're a floating target. But there's actually a way to prevent this. Just tactical sprint before you dash, and now you'll keep moving right in the air. Very handy, and so is the secret way to get unlimited health. Steamy Springs is a super relaxing POI, and it makes you want to just bathe in the springs and forget about fighting. Well, I would totally recommend it because they heal you, making this place the Slurpy Swamps of Chapter 4. There's also an unexpected reference to Godzilla hiding in the Battle Pass. At first glance, Thunder might seem like a random character in a Japan-themed season, and the sushi chef makes up for it until you realize he's more than just a lizard. He's literally Godzilla, just regular size. His codename is Local Zilla, and his spray shows him towering above the city like the kaiju he's based on. To make things even more on the nose, Godzilla has the power of lightning, explaining why Epic called him Thunder. Honestly, these small details are super underrated, and there's more of them around the map. You can find these gongs, which are supposed to be decorations, but ended up being interactive. You can't always take your time, especially when it comes to loot. The legendary caches on the island secretly change over time. The longer you wait to open them, the worse the loot gets, degrading to epic, then rare, and so on. When you're looting Mega City, make sure to pay attention to the billboards because some might be teasing upcoming skins. This poster was featured in the Kid Leroy event, and we assumed it was taken from the Mega City props, but you can't find it anywhere in Battle Royale. So if the POI expands, I expect this to show up along with the mysterious outfit it is teasing. We've also got to keep our eye on the marine monoliths. These randomly appeared in the new biome, but we have no idea what they could be. They remind me a lot of the old stone circles from previous chapters, but these have gems and are also codenamed bone marrow towers, so it's definitely suspicious. I think we can all agree these frogs at Lotus Lookout are completely innocent. Last season, we saw these guys appear around the island, and now there's a whole family. They're sheltered under a rock, accompanied by the Thunder NPC. Another interesting character to keep an eye on is Renzo, and it looks like he might just be part of the Oathbound. The second style has a lot of similarities to their tech, not to mention the Ageless's armor. If you're still not convinced, take a look at the white glow coming off his feet. It is just like the champion's chest piece. This becomes especially concerning when you realize his mysterious box looks to be a part of their tech as well. But for now, you should get familiar with rail grinding because there's a trick to make it super overpowered. If you keep bunny hopping or riding the rail, you'll continue to build insane speed, and if you decide to jump off at any point, just slide and you'll maintain the speed. I mean, dude! If you go fast enough, you might find Meowscles' secret house. Between Frenzy Fields and Steamy Springs, you'll discover an unnamed building with a bed, bowl of food, and stacks of tuna cans. The garden also has some archery practice and a poster of the summer skin we never got, so maybe this year. And he's not the only one still hanging around, because after Faulty Splits was crushed by the new biome, everyone forgot about it. But to honor its memory, you can still find the sign from the bowling alley sticking out of the ground. And the only reason it was forgotten so fast is because it's the first starter POI in Fortnite history to be removed after just one season. Everywhere else managed to survive for longer, except Faulty Splits. But there's another old POI lying around that you would never expect. On the southern coast of the new biome, you'll find Fish Stick's sign from Chapter 2 washed up on the shore. It's surrounded by 3 chests, but you might be wondering why it's even here. Well, with the new Fish Stick song and emote releasing in the item shop very soon, maybe this is the beginning of a new restaurant. I just hope it's not something disturbing like a sushi shop. Now, that's not as mysterious as the villain that randomly spawns on the island. If you've been doing the storyline quests, you'll find a Peace Syndicate terminal, but when you head there, this creepy figure will confront you. His name is Triarch Nox, and he's probably the biggest mystery of the season so far. He could have something to do with the live event, or fans are speculating that we should expect to see Titans on the map sometime soon. All I'm saying is, if you see an eyeball in a cave, chances are things will be going down. And the new trailer might also be teasing the future, but in the form of a crossover. When Aaron and Fish Stick jump off the skyscraper, you can see that Epic took a lot of inspiration from Miles' Leap of Faith scene. Aaron does similar tricks while swinging through the buildings, and even the music sounds inspired. Another memorable part of the trailer is Lil Whip getting obliterated. I mean, kinda deserved after seeing his true face, but usually it's Peely being brutally murdered. After dying like 12 times, maybe he has finally passed on the torch. But did you know that Epic teased this entire season years ago? You might remember Ronin from Chapter 3's first Battle Pass. He was a ninja who also came from a futuristic cyber city. Sound a little familiar? Yeah, he's actually from the same reality, and this loading screen showed us the theme of Season 2 all along. It only gets worse when Epic rubs in our face by putting the same art on a giant billboard in Mega City. So if you're choosing to drop there or another new location, you might be wondering how much loot is on the new island. Well, Epic has added 316 more chests this season, bringing the grand total to 1,153. A lot of these will contain snipers, so you might be worried about getting one shot back to the lobby. Well, luckily Epic has finally added a scope glare, so you can spot an enemy when they're getting ready to fire. If you prefer taking cover in a car, then don't count on your GPS anymore. You can't usually see it, but Epic has actually updated the mini screen from the standard roadmap to a synthwave video, which isn't exactly the most helpful navigation. If we missed a secret or Easter egg, or you guys want us to see something for a video, make sure to drop it to us on Twitter at Top5GamingX. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.